last winter I was able to overwinter 2 cuttings of my Meyer lemon inside a hoop house that was unheated whatsoever. So then that gave me the idea, what if I give it a protective location where it gets a lot of sunlight and I can protect it just a little bit? Will it survive? So here is my experiment for this winter. This wall right here faces south and it gets a lot of winter sun. So this is where I try to push the boundary on some cool plants. So in the summer I planted 2 cuttings of Meyer lemons in the ground here. And I'm using this storm door to create a greenhouse effect against the wall. So I am hoping that in the daytime the brick behind there gets really heated and it radiates the heat back, and then the glass helps maintain that heat right in there. And so far it has been working. Let me show you the Meyer lemons that I have back there. So last year I had a papaya tree over here and it survived several frosts. So that's what gave me the idea that this would work. So check out the 2 Meyer lemons that I have here. They are quite tall. When I planted them, they were about this tall, and they have put on a lot of growth this summer, and hopefully they survive the winter. I'll have to report back to you guys. I am planning on putting some mulch in here so that it is insulated a little bit better. You see this vent here? That is a vent that comes from my house. So if I have a really cold night, I could turn on the fan and blow some of that hot air from the house into here for a few hours, and that would work, right? Maybe. So this storm door I just found on Facebook Marketplace and I got it for free, and I'm just trying it out. So I'm hoping that by having the glass here it will provide more heat than before. And then this area here, I'll probably put a little piece of wood here to cover this hole so that the wind doesn't get in there either. And we'll see if it works. My goal is to see if they will overwinter without much protection or heat, and then if they require a little bit more protection, next year when they get a little bit bigger, I'll actually build a box against the wall and maybe add some Christmas lights that produce a little bit of heat. I think they're called C5 bulbs, and hopefully that will be enough to keep this Meyer lemons tree alive. I have this crazy ideas of creating a small lean-to greenhouse right here, just because this is the perfect area to have a greenhouse. But I haven't done it just yet. For some reason or another, I keep getting distracted and not building it. But I think in the future I definitely want to have a greenhouse here. This guy right here is a flying dragon, and that one can produce little fruits on its own without any protection whatsoever. So that's the idea here. I am also overwintering this yuzus up against the wall as well. Well, I planted them into the ground, and hopefully these will produce some fruit in the future. I have a few others that I planted in the past, and check out this one right here. This one's been planted since 2 years ago actually, and it has survived 2 winters already, and check out how big it is. That one's pretty nice. And I have another yuzu over here. This one's smaller, but it was planted at the same time. These are seedlings from plants that I started myself. And this is a citrumello, and this thing is like 3 or 4 years old, but it hasn't produced nothing. So I'm hoping that it produces something. If not, I can graft onto it some of my mature yuzu that I have. And this thing has survived 2 winters here already, so it is hardy. We just have to see if it will ever make any flowers. We are supposed to get down to about 35 degrees 2 nights from now, so we'll see how this does. The other day that we got down to 33 degrees, this whole area was not affected at all. So that's what gave me the idea. This little area here gets the best sun during the winter months, so it's the best area to push the boundary of some trees. I might be crazy to be trying this out, but it doesn't cost me anything. I have the mature Meyer lemon in my greenhouse, and I take cuttings from it every once in a while. I root them out, and then I have material to play around with. I wouldn't play around with it if I had to buy those plants. You know, those plants are like $30, $40 at the store. But if I can grow them myself from a cutting, hey, there's nothing to lose and a lot to gain. If it works out, I might have the only lemon tree growing outside without much protection. So let me know in the comment down below, what do you think? Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? Let me know in the comments. I'll talk to you later. See you on the next one.